It was the Syrian Kurds who led the liberation of Raqqa, ISIS's self-declared capital in Syria, just over a year ago. As coalition airstrikes intensified, the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces fought street to street against the remnants of the terror group, finally planting their flag in the city's stadium. By then, the Kurdish militia, the YPG, had become a trusted ally of the United States, receiving weapons, intelligence, and training, and clearing ISIS from a huge tract of northern Syria. It was a remarkable turnaround. In the late summer of 2014, Syria's Kurdish population was fighting for survival against a rampant ISIS, desperately defending the city of Kobani. The YPG took heavy casualties but held out and began to turn the tide. It also helped rescue thousands of Yazidis trapped by ISIS's lightning advance. Gradually, the YPG forced ISIS into an even smaller space, pushing them out of the oil fields of northern Syria, working closely with the U.S.-led coalition in the skies above. But despite U.S. help, they fought a low-tech war in sandals with pickup trucks and old weapons. And as they drove ISIS from nearly a quarter of Syrian territory, the Syrian Kurds lost thousands of fighters, many of them teenagers, many of them young women. And even as they were destroying one enemy, another was waiting in the wings. Turkey has long described the YPG as terrorists, close to Kurdish separatists inside Turkey. It has frequently criticized the U.S. for working with the Kurds. Last year, its military rolled into one Kurdish-controlled part of Syria. And President Erdogan has threatened to cleanse other Kurdish-held land of those he calls terrorists. A U.S. withdrawal from Syria would leave the Kurds vulnerable to further Turkish attacks, to regime forces, and to the few thousand ISIS fighters still left on Syrian soil. Just a few weeks ago, chasing down ISIS remnants on the Syria-Iraq border, the YPG lost dozens of fighters. ISIS paraded others they'd captured in videos. In the long campaign against ISIS, many have shed blood: the Iraqi army, Arab tribes, Shia militia. But the Syrian Kurds, like their brethren in Iraq, have been the most steadfast allies of the U.S.-led coalition. Clarissa Ward, CNN.